Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be doing a continuation to the what if that I created, and that is what if Naruto merged with Kurama, part 3. Now as usual guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and because you guys are so awesome and smash that like goal, I'm going to stay again, another 100 likes guys. If you guys want another part to this video, 100 likes, I'll bring out part 4 tomorrow, okay guys? And not only that guys, thank you guys all for your support. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Stay tuned for the fact that I'm going to be bringing out a lot of My Hero Academia videos, so support those too. I really enjoy that series. So please, yeah. And I'll be continuing the next series. Stay tuned for the idea though that the next Naruto what if is going to be what if Naruto was Cloud's reincarnation. I'll be finishing off next also what if Goku had Broly's potential as well. And then after that one for Dragon Ball Z, I'll be doing what if Goku learned Hit's time skip. I'll be finishing that one off as well after that. And I'll be doing My Hero Academia shorts as well on my 20-minute videos. Okay, so I hope you guys are looking forward to a lot of content coming out really soon. So yeah, but without further ado guys, let's get into this next part anyway of this what if, and that is what if Naruto merged with Kurama, part 3. So let us begin. Now, of course, as usual, guys, I'm going to do a quick recap on what happened previously in the last episode, and then we're going to jump into the next part of this what if, okay, guys? So, as usual, let's begin. Now, where I last left off, Itachi and Kisame entered the village like they're doing canon, but for a different reason, unlike in the original part where Itachi came to Konoha to uphold the third Hokage's promise upon Sasuke. That was the original situation, but this one here was a forced situation. Okay, and you'll see very soon. But anyway, as we start the story, Itachi, in his partially formed Susanoo, is in a bad position, because standing in front of him is a perfectly formed green Susanoo with his most greatest friend and worst type of person to go against, and that is Shisui Uchiha. And from there, let's begin. Itachi sweats, knowing that Shisui will outclass him. He's powerful, don't get me wrong, Itachi is very powerful, but his best friend was like his teacher, his best friend was his mentor. That's it, like, it's just so simple to be. And so Itachi tries to work away and try to talk to Shisui without, being looking like a threat because of what he did. Shisui has a lot of questions and he's going to have them answered now. And so as Itachi tries to do something, he moves the Susanoo right away. Shisui stomps on a Susanoo arm, and this is when Itachi makes the Tosuke blade, where Shisui instantly knew that, grabbed his gigantic sword and smashes Itachi's sword away. He pierces Itachi's Susanoo completely with his sword, and immediately grabs Itachi out of his Susanoo. Itachi is quite impressed and shocked how powerful Shisui has become, now having eternal Mangekyo, knowing that's a massive disadvantage to Itachi because he's almost blind. And as Itachi gets pulled towards Shisui, he tries one more time to use the Amaterasu to get free, but he has to release it immediately. As this is going down on the ground, Kisame is in a bad way. He has Jiraiya on top of him. Jiraiya has already entered into Sage mode and he's looking up. Naruto is right there too, with Samihara trying to not bite Naruto but get close to him. Naruto goes, "What the hell is wrong with the sword? It absorbed a little bit of my chakra and now it's just..." And then what happens is Kisame goes, "A damn thing. Gah, it waits. I'll get free." Naruto goes, "Be quiet." Boom, uses the Nine-Tails tail to shut Kisame's mouth up. Samihara sees this. He doesn't bite Naruto's tail, no, he gets more excited and jumps into Naruto's arm, but more the hilt part, the handle. Naruto catches it and Samihara immediately calms down and relaxes in Naruto's hand. Naruto goes, "Whoa, this sword's... okay, it's... calmed down." And Jiraiya goes, "It looks like it likes you, kid. Now stay alert." Naruto goes, "Oh, right. Naruto thinking to himself, "This sword is pretty cool. I think I might keep it." Naruto thinks to himself, giggling, of course. Seeing that seeing that Samihara likes Naruto's chakra, Naruto goes, "What a simple way to keep my sword, huh?" Naruto just simply exclaims as he's watching, "I'm keeping the sword, master." Jiraiya's like looking at Naruto, and he sees Naruto's absolute determined face. He's keeping the sword. And Jiraiya's like, "Alright," and Kisame's like, "No, you're not." And as he's just looking at Naruto, what goes down is with Itachi and Shisui, Itachi is at Shisui's mercy. And what goes down is the third Hokage, all the Jonins all arrived now. Everyone's there. And when Kisame and them see this, Zetsu that's watching, he knows he needs to leave. But Jiraiya saw him. Jiraiya finally saw him. He jumps up, he makes a giant Rasengan and smashes the side of the wall, trying to get Black Zetsu. But Black Zetsu managed to get a little bit deeper than he needed to. Jiraiya's gigantic Rasengan was huge. Everyone was so surprised at how much power Jiraiya just pushed out. Jiraiya lands and looks at him and goes, "Damn!" And Naruto goes, "Yeah, it's that damn energy, isn't it, Sensei?" He goes, "Yes. It got away this time. Again." Naruto goes, "He keeps getting closer. What should we do about it, Sensei?" Jiraiya goes, "I'll find it soon. Not to worry." He taps Naruto's head. And Kisame is still on the ground. Jiraiya left him. Kisame's not getting up. Naruto still got Kisame in his tail. And so what goes down is, as everyone stands there, the third Hokage tells Shisui that they can end the fight now and bring him into custody. Itachi looks at the third Hokage, But what happens is Shisui agrees because he's got some questions that he needs to ask. So Shisui looks straight at Itachi. But what goes down, as that happens, a portal opens right by Itachi. Out comes a masked figure floating in midair. He grabs Itachi from the Susanoo. And as Shisui sees this masked man, all these massive chakra rods, chakra spikes, and weapons start to fly out of the sky's area, attacking the entire village. Shisui has to let go. Jiraiya sees this too, and he has to defend the village. All these massive weapons start to fly out, breaking buildings and destroying things, killing Jonins that are there. Obito, or the masked man, doesn't let up until Shisui is at a safe distance. The third Hokage didn't even get close, even when he tried to attack Obito using what's it called, King Enma's staff. He went right through him. Shisui catches the staff. Obito catches the staff and places the third Hokage into a cooking jutsu while teleporting himself and Itachi away. As Itachi leaves, he didn't realize that Shisui, when Obito came through, he immediately implanted, and bedded a genjutsu deep into Itachi's mind. Really, really quickly. And so as Itachi's gone, Kisame's there and he's shocked. What goes down, Jiraiya immediately pulls out a sealing scroll. And what goes down, he seals the sealing scroll, puts all his Sage Mode chakra into it. The sealing scroll goes around the entire village. As it goes down, a massive barrier comes over the entire village and disappears immediately. Jiraiya goes, "This will help." And they ask the third Hokage, "What was that?" And he goes, "I just pretty much used my nature energy chakra and a proper binding chakra seal over the village. It connects to the normal chakra barrier that we have over the village. At the same time, though, it allows for you to have a much more quicker response, as long as the person that casts the jutsu can maintain it." The third Hokage goes, "So you're going to stay here?" He goes, "No, I just wanted to show you the example, and not only that, I wanted to see if that person was still in the village." And the third Hokage goes, "Wow, that was pretty smart, right?" And so what goes down is Kisame is taken into custody. Shisui goes straight to Kisame. The third Hokage. Now, I know it's wrong when it comes to Shisui using Koto Matsukabe, but Shisui is a peace-loving person, and when people can't be saved or can't be repented, then he's going to reuse them in a different purpose to help the world, Just like Zabuza and Haku. The same thing. Like the Kazekage of the Hidden Sand Village. Like Orochimaru, okay? And bear in mind, Sasuke is with Orochimaru. Hinata is with Lady Tsunade. And after this whole entire incident, Naruto and Jiraiya leave the village. And leaving the village, Shisui is kind of upset that Naruto is leaving. He's kind of unhappy, but he knows that Naruto is a strong, capable shinobi, and Jiraiya is one of the best. And so he pats Naruto on the head, and then he gives Naruto a serious look. "You better listen to Jiraiya Sensei, idiot." Naruto goes, I will, Shisui. Don't you worry. He taps Naruto on the head and he goes, "Well, good luck, kid. It's going to be the first time me and you be away for a long time. So you better not let me down, right?" Naruto goes, "Right." And he goes, "Oh, and by the way, don't let Sasuke catch up to you. He's going to be training with Orochimaru. And if I'm not mistaken, Jiraiya, isn't Orochimaru a little bit more powerful than you?" Jiraiya kind of has a sweat and he goes, Yeah, back then, but now I master Sage Mode." And he goes, "Okay, well then that's good then." Naruto sees this as a challenge. Jiraiya's like, "He just hurt my heart." And so it goes down as Naruto and Jiraiya leaves. And I'm just going to state a massive time skip's going to appear. Okay, I'm not going to give you no details on what happened in the middle. No. Time skip goes by and I'll say it's going to be a 3-year time skip. In the Akatsuki, after these 3 years, Obito realizes that a lot of his power when it comes to the Akatsuki members have been greatly diminished. Kisame is no longer part of the fold. He's been fully taken over, cannot be brought back. Itachi is actually in a position where he can't actually do nothing to the Hidden Leaf, and neither can Obito, due to the fact of Shisui. And another thing is that they lost sight where Naruto is when it comes to Jinchuriki hunting. They're catching everyone else, but they just can't seem to find Naruto. And so the Akatsuki are on the fence, or the backwards massively. Even Black Zetsu knows that he has to stay away from any chakra that has to do with Naruto, because they're continuously looking for him. And so there's that eye gone. And so the Akatsuki's pretty much in a blind eye sense. But outside of the situation over the 3 years, the other villagers saw how Konoha is accumulating massive amount of power through the defeat of the Hidden Sand village and the Hidden Sound, and not only that, the increase in their power when it comes to the Land of Waves, as their village becomes massive, bustling. The Hidden Cloud and the Hidden Stone village are really jealous at the fact, but the Hidden Mist has a neutral stance to Konoha, due to the fact that Zabuza and Haku, Hidden Mist shinobi, were reformed and in a sense helping them as well, which makes Konoha and the Hidden Mist has a good kind of relationship. Not only that, the fact that Kisame was captured and turned over to the Hidden Mist village under a really powerful genjutsu, so in a sense the Hidden Mist kind of stays away from what the Hidden Stone and the Hidden Cloud talk about. They agree that the Land of Fire, has accumulated a lot of power, but that's just due to the fact that these idiots decided to attack their village and lose. And so these are the factors that play within the Kazekage and the other side of the Kazekage, the Tsuchikage and the Raikage at this present time, okay? Now, back to the village. What ends up going down is a frog appears right in front of the gate, and the two Jonins that are watching the gate, they're looking, they're like, oh, what's that? And out, they weaves a hand sign, and they're like, what the? A summoning jutsu, and it does a summon, and out appears Naruto and Jiraiya. Naruto stands there, he's actually quite happy, he's like, it's been a long time. Hasn't it been, Sensei? Jiraiya goes, yes, it has. What happens, Naruto lifts his hand up, and the frog jumps into Naruto's hand. Naruto thanks the frog and puts the frog in his pocket where it kind of desummons itself, and I guess. Well, it goes down, and as they're walking in, the censoring ninja censors him. And what I mean that censoring ninja, with her eyes, she immediately rushes at Naruto with such force that she actually barrels Naruto down, even though he has Sage Mode. When Naruto looks up, he sees none other than the person he confessed his love to, Hinata Hyuga. She's on Naruto and she kisses him straight away, which makes Naruto mega red. Because one, Naruto's technically in constant Sage Mode, or him or Kurama, one of the two are always in constant Sage Mode, just to make sure that they're both ready to maximize their power in a sensible fight. Because bear in mind, Naruto has, well, I'll tell you soon actually, not yet. But anyway, after Naruto gets over himself, he stands up with Hinata, very, very strongly, Jiraiya looks at Naruto. Bear in mind, Naruto can fly using wind-style Dancing Dragon Jutsu. Naruto lands with Hinata and she smiles, and Naruto goes, I'm happy to see you too, Hinata. He picks her up and hugs her, and she goes, wow, Naruto, you're really strong. And Naruto realizes he actually hugged her a little bit too hard, but bear in mind, she's been training with Tsunade for 3 years, and because she has a strong aptitude for chakra control and her unique training with Shisui over these periods and Tsunade, Hinata has fully mastered the 100 healing jutsu. She has the Byakugo seal on the top of her head, and she's a full-on master, so she has that ridiculous strength behind her. But not only that, Naruto is really strong too, thanks to his base form being naturally the Nine-Tails strength. Okay, that's his base strength. And when he amps it up with Sage Mode, it's bloody over, And so, as Naruto and them are talking, Jiraiya goes, oh, by the way, kid, I think you might want to watch out. Naruto goes, what? Why is that? Jiraiya points it out, and a snake appears. And Naruto goes, oh, Sasuke's learned that jutsu too? And Jiraiya goes, somewhat. The snake goes from being small to being really big, and the mouth opens, and Sasuke walks out the mouth of the snake, and so does Orochimaru. The snake regrows down and crawls up Sasuke's leg and disappears too. Sasuke looks at Naruto. When Naruto looks at Sasuke, he sees the same lines of Orochimaru's over his eyes, but it deactivates. Naruto and Sasuke both walk over and shake each other's hand, and they're happy to see each other. Orochimaru goes, we made it on time. Long time no see, old friend. Jiraiya smiles, walks over to him and gives him a tap on the shoulder. Oh, I see you finally did it. Damn, and I thought I could catch up to you. Orochimaru smiles. He goes, well, of course you can. If you use those two toads on your shoulders, then you mean you could practically be equals. Jiraiya goes, yeah, but that's an unfair advantage, don't you think? I like using my stupid wit brain techniques. And Orochimaru smiles, of course you do. You wouldn't be Jiraiya. Jiraiya smiles and they both nod at each other. And what I mean by Orochimaru finally mastered it, he mastered what Kabuto mastered, the White Dragon Sage, but the perfect version. The perfect version to Orochimaru's version. And Sasuke has a similar Sage mode, like Minsky, okay, from the Boruto series, where the aura goes across him and the horn grows on his head. Yeah, Naruto's going to have a similar, Sasuke's going to have a similar Sage mode to that. Because not only is he's going to be trained in Ryuchi Cave, at the same time Orochimaru still was allowed to do his experiments with the help of Konoha, okay, but not in a bad way. And I'll get back to that soon. But anyway, Orochimaru tells Jiraiya that he needs to go see Tsunade about some research that he did using cellular, blah 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 blah. And Jiraiya goes, alright, well, you two, well, I will tell you three to, come, but I'll go, Jiraiya looks at Naruto kind of mumbling. Naruto goes, just go see her already. Gosh. Naruto walks away and Jiraiya's like, what? Naruto goes, it's no lie that you like Lady Tsunade, stop wasting time, you guys are old. You guys should hurry up and settle down, man. And then Jiraiya's like, what the hell did this kid say? But then Naruto notices something, he turns around. As he notices something, a new face is carved into the mountain, and this pisses Naruto off, because as he sees that face, it's Shisui's face. When Naruto sees this, his eyes go full on Sage mode, but in an angry mode, the chakra around him explodes, and Naruto jumps and he goes, damn you, chase away! He rockets using his super speed right to Shisui's office, and just like Shisui noted, he knew that idiot Naruto would be there, and as Naruto approached, Shisui teleported outside and looked at Naruto and tells him to calm down. Naruto stops and goes, you stole my dream, and Shisui goes, hold on, this wasn't my fault, and he goes, then tell me Shisui. Shisui goes, come inside, idiot. And it's Hokage now. Naruto goes, but when were you gonna tell me this? And Shisui goes, well, I only became Hokage like 3 weeks ago. Naruto goes, oh, and I was with Jiraiya on a mission. Oh, damn, that's what that bird was for. Naruto's kind of stupid now. And Shisui goes, I knew you overreact, idiot. Come inside. And what happens when Naruto goes outside, he sees the third Hokage in his chair sitting next to Shisui, and Shisui goes, oh, as you know, Lord Third. And Naruto bows, and Shisui goes, I'm so happy to see you, all three of you in fact. Naruto sees Sasuke and Hinata come in, and Naruto sees all of them, you know, how they were. Orochimaru and Jiraiya have gone to see Lady Tsunade, just because Orochimaru has something for her. And what goes down is, if it works, Orochimaru has found a way to make Konoha and all their villagers much more stronger and much more better to help in future endeavors. And this is a combination of Jiraiya's training and knowledge, cultivated knowledge, Orochimaru's experimental techniques and his knowledge, and Tsunade's medical history, experimental techniques and knowledge, to culminate into a perfect but weak version to Orochimaru's original Sage mode, the Curse Seal. Okay, and I'm using the same idea what I used for my other one-off, but you know, I like it. I like the idea. This is a good Orochimaru, by the way. So of course he'll try to do something like this. And not only that, over the 3 years, Tsunade figured out a way to help Orochimaru retain the body that he was in without needing to jump into a new body, which in turn, Orochimaru can properly regulate by, he learned his own form of Byakugo Seal, but because he's in continuous Sage mode, being the White Snake Sage, Orochimaru's own form of Byakugo Seal will pretty much keep him alive forever. And so the need to steal bodies no more gone for Orochimaru. He's in a perfect form and he's happy with that, you know, he don't care. And so what goes down is, as they do that, Shisui begins to talk to the old Team 7, and he speaks to them and goes, as the Hokage now, I can't be your guys' sensei no more. Which is regrettable, of course. However, I still see you guys as my young siblings. You guys have grown more powerful than I would have ever expected, all of yous. Far outweigh everyone from my generation. Hinata, you're as powerful, if not more powerful than Lady Tsunade. Granted, with your Byakugan, and the Byakugo Seal, with your Hyuga fighting techniques and my training with you, you're the most powerful female or Kunoichi in Konoha. May I say the land of fire itself. Hinata blushes and bows to Shisui. He looks right at Sasuke and goes, Sasuke, you're second to none when it comes to your Sharingan use. I am very proud of you. Not only that, I am very shocked to hear that you actually awakened your Mangekyo Sharingan. I'm pretty interested in how you did that, but it shows that you have improved in the power where I believe you're coming to terms and ready, or may I say mature enough to handle the power and responsibility that I am going to give you. Sasuke is kind of shocked. And then he looks at Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. Hands down, you are the most powerful Jinchuriki on this planet. There's not a joke about that. You and Kurama together, yes. I mean together you guys are one force, unstoppable force. Unfortunately, despite me being Hokage and having all the time to research, I can never find a way to help reverse what your mother did. I'm so sorry, Naruto, but you and Kurama are bound forever. Naruto goes, not to worry, I'm used to it. Me and Kurama are the same. He's pretty much the better version to my brain. I'm the dumb version, I guess. Kurama laughs in Naruto's mind. He goes, you got that right, kid. But what goes down is Shisui goes, I'm only explaining this to you guys because you technically don't need a Jonin leader. You all, in your own right, and by my rights, I am making all three of you Jonins from this moment on. And they look at each other, but you guys will be in teams together though, that's the thing. Team 7, but you will not need a Jonin leader. I was going to appoint Captain Kakashi Hatake, but since he's leading Root now, him and Yamato, and leading Root in a positive and more prosperous situation, I just regret to inform that you guys are pretty much on your own. It's more you guys got to predetermine who's the leader out of the group. Now, I would naturally just say Naruto or Hinata or Sasuke, but you guys need to prove it in your own way. And what happens is Naruto goes, then what are you saying, big bro? And Sasuke goes, yeah, what are you saying? How are we gonna choose? I can say I want to be leader, Naruto can say he wants to be leader, Hinata can be the same. And he goes, well, we're not gonna do it democratically, Shisui stated. And looks at them with the Sharingan activated, and Sasuke goes, ah, I get it. Ha ha ha, I get it. Looks right at Naruto. Naruto already gets it, so does Hinata. There you go. So we go to the training field, I guess. And Shisui nods his head. And Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata look at each other, and Sasuke goes, last one there, lightning chakra emits from Sasuke, and he jumps away. Hinata goes, no fear, Sasuke. She jumps out and rushes after Sasuke. Naruto's like, really? Shisui goes, you're not gonna leave, Naruto? Naruto looks at Shisui and he goes, you haven't noticed either? And he goes, what? The moment you said that, I instantly left a mirage of a shadow clone right here. Shisui was shocked because he didn't see no proof, no hand sign, and Naruto's not there. And Shisui goes, you're joking, right? Naruto pulls a kunai out of his what's it called, back pocket and shows Shisui. It's exactly the same as Minato Namikaze's. And Shisui understands that not only did Naruto do the flying Raijin, but he did it right in front of him in a manner where it was faster than Shisui's Sharingan. And not only that, a clone took his spot. Shisui smiles and Naruto goes, well, see you there, big bro. Do you want a hand? I can use my shadow clone to bring you here if you want. Shisui looks at Naruto and goes, how are you doing that? He goes, oh, so thanks to Kurama, I can talk through all my shadow clones and share my mind through it, so I can technically see through all the shadow clones as if I am one of them, or not at all. And Shisui's like, and Naruto goes, so if you're talking to me, I don't need to disperse the shadow clones because you're talking directly to me. Or you're talking directly to Kurama, one of the two. Yeah, Jiraiya found this weird too. And Shisui's like, alright Naruto, I'll take you on your offer. And this is when the third Hokage goes, can I come and watch? And this, by the time that comes, Jiraiya and them all, and Tsunade and Orochimaru comes, and when they get there, Naruto goes, oh, goodbye. They all teleport, and Jiraiya and them are like, what's going on? And so, what happens is, when Naruto and them when the clone Naruto appears at the training field, it disappears. And Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata stand there. Sasuke's like, you cheated, Naruto. Naruto goes, you're just too slow. Hinata goes, it's alright, I didn't mind. At least I'm not as slow as I used to be. Sasuke cracks up and goes, yeah, but I believe you need to watch out how hard you jump. And Hinata looks around and she sees that she actually broke the ground when she landed, and she's like, oh, oops. Naruto's like, wow. Anyway, Shisui goes, I was gonna make this a simple fight where it was you guys versus me. However, this is a chance for you guys to predetermine where you guys individually stack with your guys' skills and powers now. I don't want you guys to hold back. At the same time, show some form of restraint. I don't want to push Lady Tsunade or Hinata to the point where they have to fully heal us. Naruto goes, puts his hand up, and Shisui goes, Yep, and Naruto goes, oh, you don't need to worry about that. I've learned how to share my chakra to heal any person's injuries. And she was like, whoa, and he goes, yeah, I'm halfway opened the seal. I've half opened up the seal now. And Shisu goes, half? He goes, yeah, I can't fully open the gate without it almost killing me. And Shisu was like, oh, so I'm at halfway now. Which I can activate this. Naruto's body glows and he goes into KCM1, but Sage Mode version. And everyone's shocked. They're like, whoa, and bear in mind, this chakra version is way more powerful than Naruto's natural ability. And when Sasuke and Hinata sees this, Sasuke goes, so you're not going to hold back, I see. Alright then, Naruto. Without hesitating, Sasuke's aura instantly appears. These aura-like snakes appear around Sasuke. A horn grows on his head. His eyes turn yellow, but they are Mangekyo Sharingan eyes. And he instantly has a purple aura, not a blue aura like Misuke, a purple aura around him. Sasuke hasn't fully managed to manifest his Susanoo yet, but thanks to his Sage Mode, he's able to emit the same color as a Susanoo. And as he stands there right in front of Naruto, the purple streaks goes down his head, and Sasuke looks, well, he's in the Sage Mode. When Hinata sees this, she's like, alright then. Lady Tsunade told me to, if you guys are going to be like this, then I won't hold back either. Hinata activates the Byakugan, and she releases the 100 healing seal. What happens is the entire seal goes over her head, and what happens is her chakra emits and it cracks the ground. Shisu's like, oh, damn, these kids have already surpassed me. And he steps back. Orochimaru and Jiraiya and them already felt the chakra and they appeared. One, they're annoyed at Naruto, he could have teleported them all, but yeah. What happens is, as they look, they see their 3 prodigies, their 3 students looking on. Orochimaru's like, I can't even describe the level of excitement I feel right now, Jiraiya. Jiraiya goes, oh, you're telling me? And he goes, Suna? Suna's like, I participate on Hinata! And they both forget Hinata, Lady Tsunade, they're like, she hasn't changed one bit. And so what goes down is, as they sit there, a tense atmosphere is going on. No one's moving, nothing, until they notice lightning appear around Sasuke, and Sasuke disappears, try to attack Naruto, the strongest. And as that goes down, Hinata does the same. She jumps right at Naruto as well, throwing a massive punch. But what goes down for Naruto is slow motion. Despite Sasuke having a Mangekyo and his Sage Mode, Naruto has worked longer with his Sage Mode, and not only that, him and the Nine-Tails Chakra is ridiculous, you know. I mean it, you know. Naruto just puts his head down and then looks up, and as he looks up, Sasuke and Hinata, all they see is an orange boy. Naruto appears behind both of them and jumps away. Hinata gets hit right in the gut and the back of the head, hit on the ground, and as she hits the ground, she craters the ground entirely. And Jiraiya goes, "Well, I actually thought he was gonna hold back, but he's not, I assumed." And as this goes down, Sasuke goes, "What the?" Naruto appears, as I said, behind Sasuke and punches Sasuke. Sasuke was able to catch it, but the force of Naruto's throw Kumite punch pushed Sasuke straight to the ground. He cracks the ground, and Naruto lands, but Sasuke uses a Sage Art, and he does inorganic transformation jutsu, hits the ground, and the ground starts to warp. Spikes start to appear, and snakes and spikes start to appear everywhere. When Naruto sees this, he immediately puts Chakra into the ground, and he goes, "Deep Impact! Rasengan!" Boom! Does a Rasengan that cracks the entire ground, destroying Sasuke's constructs. Not to realize that Hinata's right behind him, Naruto turns around, he stands up straight away, puts his hand up, and catches Hinata's hand with one hand. And the shockwave was so powerful that it actually forced Sasuke to hold his hands over his head. But then Sasuke rushes at Naruto too and throws a punch. Naruto turns around and catches Sasuke's hand as well. When both Hinata and Sasuke realize that Naruto is not actually fighting for real, he's just looking at them, they instantly jump back, and Sasuke goes, "What the hell, man?" Naruto goes, "What? You're not going all out, Naruto?" And so Hinata says to Naruto, Naruto goes, "But that's kind of unfair." Sasuke goes, "Cut the crap! Unfair!" And Naruto looks at Sasuke. Naruto goes, "Alright then." Naruto's chakra just immediately revs up. Now a massive cloak goes around Naruto. KCM2 appears. Bear in mind, if Naruto in the canon series had KCM2 and he only had half the Nine-Tails chakra, I'm just going to state, because half the cage is open, Naruto's going to have half the Nine-Tails chakra. Meaning, Naruto can have KCM2. Alright? Anyway, Naruto goes to the KCM2. His Sage Mode increases dramatically. And then Naruto goes, "Is this what you wanted, Sasuke?" He opens his eyes. Sasuke is shocked. The immense power coming from Naruto, everyone can feel it. It's causing shockwaves everywhere. Hinata's like, Naruto appears and taps Hinata straight on the shoulder, knocking her out. Her 100 healing disappears immediately. And Sasuke just barely saw that with his Mangekyo and his Sage Mode. But what happened next, he didn't see. Naruto appears right behind Sasuke. Sasuke goes to attack Naruto, but Naruto appears in the front of him, punches Sasuke straight in the air. In doing so, Naruto punched Sasuke in the air, and as Sasuke is flipping up in the air, before he kind of almost lose consciousness due to the massive power that Naruto had, they punched him, but Sasuke knew what he needed to do. He weaved handside, he shot a normal fireball jutsu, and he shot Amaterasu at it to increase the heat in the air. As Sasuke falls back, Naruto appears right in front of him. Sasuke, what the boom, kicks Sasuke, smacking him straight down to the ground. Sasuke crashes onto the ground. And what happens is, as Naruto is floating in the air, like Sasuke expected, Sasuke goes, "You're something else, Naruto. I must say, I'm so grateful you stopped holding back." Naruto looks at Sasuke and goes, "Now, I'm guessing I'm gonna stop too." Sasuke's skin goes white. His body gets a little bit more thicker, and the chakra spews out even more. A Susanoo ribcage slightly appears around Sasuke, and Sasuke puts his hand up. When he puts his hand up, a massive arc of lightning appears on Sasuke's hand. Naruto feels something behind him. He turns around, a giant dragon, a lightning dragon, appears in the sky. And Naruto's like, "What the?" And Sasuke goes, "With this jutsu, Naruto, I will never miss." And Naruto goes, are you sure?" And Sasuke goes, "Yeah." And boom! He instantly puts his hand down and goes, "Taste my Kiryu." And the dragon immediately hits Naruto. And as the dragon is about to bite on Naruto, Naruto smiles. Sasuke looks at Naruto, and Naruto puts his hand up. And before the dragon appears by Naruto opens his hand up and goes, "Seijutsu, wind style." And when Sasuke hears that, gigantic Super Rasen Shuriken! Massive giant Rasen Shuriken appears above Naruto's head. A big one. And as Sasuke sees this, everyone sees this. The lightning dragon hits the Rasen Shuriken and completely blows itself up. Naruto holds the Rasengan in his hand, still in midair. Sasuke's ultimate attack was instantly destroyed by this really powerful wind-style jutsu that Naruto just made. Sasuke's in utter awe and shock. Naruto goes, "If I was to throw this at you, I don't think your abilities could be able to withstand this jutsu, Sasuke. In fact, I believe this will kill you in one shot." Sasuke is shocked at Naruto, but Naruto goes, "If you want to see my actual true full power, then I will show you." Naruto kind of dissipates the Rasengan, and this blue-purple energy starts to appear around Naruto. Naruto holds his hand up still, and what goes down is Naruto says, "This is the sum of my power right now. This is my full power." Naruto goes, "Seijutsu, Super Rasen Bija Rasengan." Massive Bija Rasengan appears in Naruto's hand. Big one. A normal size one like it would be if a tail beast did it, but then Naruto increases the mass so massive that everyone in the village kind of sees this, and it scares Sasuke. Naruto goes, "Because I'm in constant sage mode, I can amplify the tailed beast bomb to such a level where, well, if you can see Sasuke, this will probably destroy the entire area of Konoha, wiping it out from existence." Sasuke is shocked. His sage might instantly disperses, and all they can do is like, what the hell did Jiraiya do to this kid? Jiraiya's like, "I've never seen Naruto do that before." They look at Jiraiya, and they're serious. He's like, "I'm serious. I've never seen Naruto do this before." This actually scares Jiraiya kind of timidly, and Naruto instantly closes his hand, disperses all their energy right in front of them. Orochimaru and all of them are impressed, and they're really scared. Naruto comes down after flying, lands. KCM2 turns off, and it goes up to Sasuke and he goes, "Well, I guess I won." And Sasuke goes, "You guess? That's just stupid." Naruto goes, "I'm sorry." And Sasuke goes, "Well, looks like I've still a long way to go, I see." And Shisui goes, "Yes, you do. However, I think I have a way to help you, Sasuke." Sasuke goes, "Oh?" And Shisui goes, he does a wink, and he looks towards the forest. Sasuke looks towards the forest, and out walks Itachi. Sasuke goes, Itachi! And as Sasuke sees Itachi, sorry, I just had like a coughing fit right now, my bad. As Sasuke sees Itachi, he's about to rush at him, but Shisui stops him and tells him, "No, Sasuke." And he goes, "But he killed my..." And then when he looked at Shisui properly, see, Shisui had a actual happy smile, and Sasuke stopped immediately, and he trusted his sensei, his Hokage, his sibling, elder, you know, and so he stood there and listened. "I'll hear you out, Shisui." Itachi walks over, and he looks at Sasuke with a tear going down his eye, and Sasuke's shocked. He's like, "Why the hell are you crying?" And he goes, "Because I'm so proud of you, Sasuke. Not only have you surpassed me, but you even surpassed my mentor as well, being Shisui." And Sasuke is shocked, and he goes, "I can't tell you what I did in the open. I'm willing to tell you with your friends around, of course. This is a Hokage secret, of course. And Sasuke goes, Hokage secret? And Shisui goes, this is why I called you guys here as well. Oh, by the way, Naruto, you're the leader of Team 7. Just letting you know right now. So the responsibility is all on you, right, idiot? Naruto's like, yep, it is. I'm proud of you three, and I'd like you guys to come to my office right away. And so what goes down is, after everything, Sasuke is still in shock seeing his big brother there, not knowing what had happened. What happened over the last 3 years for Shisui to trust Itachi back here, until they get to the office. And this is when Shisui clicks his finger. A barrier wraps around the Hokage's office. Everyone notices this, but this is more of a protection measure. Not for anyone else, just for a form of silence and no one hears what's about to be said. Shisui explains to Sasuke everything, but instead of just explaining that, he gets Itachi to show him. Itachi, show Sasuke. And as Sasuke was about to resist, Shisui goes, allow it to happen, Sasuke. The pain will leave you. Trust me. Sasuke trusts Shisui. And so as Itachi makes eye contact with Sasuke, Sasuke instantly shudders. Tears goes down his eyes. His body starts to shake. And Sasuke looks at him like, he's like, he can't believe it. He really can't believe it. Sasuke's Mangekyo activates accidentally, you know? And then Sasuke holds his head and he begins to cry. Now, I forgot to mention, someone unique was always watching as well. She was always there, just I failed to bring her up at the time, okay? And that was Karin Uzumaki. She runs over to Sasuke and gives him a hug. Bear in mind, in this what if, both Sasuke and Karin are in a relationship. Yes, Sasuke is in a relationship with Karin Uzumaki. This is going to be interesting, right, guys? That child's going to be powerful, no joke about it. But anyway, let's continue with the story. As Sasuke is upset and Karin is actually comforting him, Itachi's happy to see that Sasuke's found someone that, well, makes him happy. Sasuke stops his tears and walks over to Itachi, punches Itachi straight in the gut so hard that Itachi kind of coughs out everything in his gut, you know, all his saliva, everything, apart from blood. And then Sasuke hugs his big brother and he tells him, you stupid fool, I hate you. He hugs his brother massively. Itachi cries and everyone has a somber moment. And then what goes down is, but I might say something to Sasuke, sorry to ruin it for you. And Sasuke looks at Shisui and goes, yes. And he goes, that's not the only thing. As I told you, that I have a special gift for me when you're ready. You've shown to me, Sasuke, that you're ready to take the next step in your journey, becoming the most powerful Uchiha to have ever lived. Sasuke looks at Shisui like, and he goes, come on. That's why Lady Tsunade and Orochimaru are here. And Itachi's like, don't you worry, Sasuke. You'll understand soon. And so what goes down is Naruto is told by Shisui that you can see Sasuke later, but he's going to undergo a certain procedure, which Naruto understands. Bear in mind, Shisui still has his eyes, okay? And they have been experimented on by Orochimaru. So just stay tuned for the future, guys, when it comes to Shisui's eyes. Because bear in mind, he's got his ancestor Kagame Uchiha's eyes, so yeah. But anyway, back to it. Naruto and Hinata hang out, and they hang out for a bit until they see Neji and Tenten. Thanks to Naruto's interference with Neji and his openness towards his relationship to Hinata, and the fact that Naruto has declared that he will marry Hinata, he will love her to the best of his abilities, Neji saw point to do the same. After his world was destroyed, knowing that someone as weak as Hinata was now stronger than him, and she was the most powerful Hyuga clan member to ever exist, Neji has fully changed, okay? And not only that, him and Tenten's relationship has flourished to the point where they're fully in a relationship. Tamari and what's his name, Shikamaru, exactly the same. So this is a unique situation with Konoha, because all the main tuning/joning ninja from Naruto's life or time period, they're all in relationships in a sense. But anyway, I do digress. What goes down is Naruto, as he's spending the next 3 days with Hinata, Sasuke goes through his operation. And thanks to Orochimaru's White Snake Sage, where he uses the snake to bite Sasuke to increase Sasuke's healing ability, since Tsunade heals Itachi, what goes down is Sasuke and Itachi are not allowed to, by Lady Tsunade's orders, not to remove their bandages. Bear in mind, Ino and Sakura have also trained under Lady Tsunade to become medical ninjas, and so Sakura is almost at full capacity, just like how she would be in canon, and Ino is is getting there too. So all the girls pretty much, even Tenten did slightly slight training, but yeah, nah, too much. And so what goes down is, after the 3 days, Sasuke opens his eyes and he feels so light. Itachi does the same thing. They both look at each other, and Itachi activates his Mangekyo just for it to activate like it normally did, but turn into the same type of spiral patterns that Sasuke exactly had. And Sasuke had the same exact eyes. They both looked at each other, and both their eternal Mangekyos were the exact same eyes, which made them both smile and feel a little bit weird. But then Sasuke noticed that Itachi has 3 Tomos in his version of the Sharingan, Eternal Mangekyo, which makes Sasuke kind of, my eyes are special. Itachi's looking at Sasuke. He's like, shut up. So what goes down is, from there, what happens is Itachi joins Team 7 as the 3rd member. And what I mean by 3rd member, Naruto is the team leader. They didn't need a leader to lead the team, but they needed to make a leader for the team so they can add Itachi in the team roster. I know it's confusing, but hey, it's Dr. Kahu's what if. But anyway, what goes down is, after Naruto is appraised of the situation, a bird rushes to Konoha from the Hidden Sand Village, and as that bird appears, the cipher core deciphers the message, and the message goes straight to Shisui. When Shisui hears that the Hidden Sand is being attacked as we speak, and Gaara is trying his best to protect it, and the 4th Kazekage, Gaara was captured in the incident, and the 4th Kazekage, which is Gaara's dad, was almost killed. When Tamara and them hear this, and Naruto hears that Gaara has been kidnapped, Naruto looks at each other, he looks at the Hokage immediately, and he goes, there's no time to wait. Naruto, Team 7. They stand ready, and what happens is, as he's about to tell Naruto, Shisui goes, I'm sorry Naruto, I have to do this right now, okay? Because despite you being powerful, it's the experience I need right now, okay? Naruto goes, he understands Shisui, he goes, Itachi, for now you're going to lead Team 7. You know the Akatsuki, you know exactly what they do. I want you to run Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata through the bases while you're going to the Hidden Sand Village, okay? Tamari jumps on and goes, I'm going as well. And he goes, of course, I wouldn't have it any other way. Naruto, and he goes, yeah, use the animal summonings. Naruto goes, animal summoning? He goes, yes. Jiraiya Sensei said that you have animal summonings to make it easier. Don't waste time. If the Hidden Sand Village is still under attack, use your jutsus. Naruto goes, okay then. Naruto goes, well, I won't need to use that. And he goes, why is that? And what goes down is, Naruto stands there and he starts to erupt his chakra. And what happens is, arms grab all 4 of them, all the team, Tamari, Sasuke, Itachi, and Hinata, and tells them that I'm going to teleport us by the end of the borders between the land of fire and the land of air, or land of wind. And he agrees. He goes, go! Naruto goes, alright, boom! They teleport immediately. As they disappear, what goes down is Shisui gets the entire village under order immediately, making sure that everyone is ready just in case an attack happens. Because he's seen weird movements around the world, and it's not making Shisui happy, especially for him being the youngest Hokage and one of the most powerful. Well, not the youngest, Minato is the youngest, but you get what I mean. You guys get what I mean. Come on. But what goes down is, as they appear to the borders of the Hidden Sand, to the Hidden, or the borders to the desert and the forest, what goes down to Tamari goes, that's a useful jutsu. Naruto goes, I'm not done yet. And as he was about to weave hand sign, Sasuke goes, it's pointless you using that, Naruto. We're going into a desert. And Naruto goes, oh yeah. Sasuke weaves hand signs, we should use this. Boom, Iota comes. Master Snape comes out of the ground and goes, Master Sasuke, how may I serve you? Sasuke goes, Iota, I need your help to get us to the Hidden Sand Village. Can you get us there really quickly? And goes, of course, Sasuke, jump on my head. Sasuke goes, everyone, let's go. They all jump on top of Sasuke's snake. Itachi's impressed. He's like, why did Shisui make me the leaders? These kids are doing everything themselves. Like, he's like, what the hell am I doing here? Itachi's like, saying, am I just like a consultant? And Tamari feels the same way, but she's worried for her brother. As Iota gets there, they get there really fast. And as the warriors, or all the hidden sand soldiers that are still there, trying to, fend off these puppet attacks, because as we speak right now, Konkoro is doing his best to fight off all the puppets that Satori has done to the Hidden Sand, because Gaara has been taken, but Satori had to stay there to Satori, my bad. Satori is the hidden grass super weapon, sage weapon, the evil demon thing. Wrong movie. Satori, my bad. There, look at that karma. But anyway, Satori, he's attacking the village with hundreds of puppets non-stop, and also attacking Kabuto. But the idea is to keep them distracted while Deidara takes Gaara away. Okay, The fourth Kazekage is trying to do his best with his gold dust and everything, but well, of course, Sasori, he could use the third Kazekage, the iron dust one, and see that's the unique challenge, and he uses that to fight. Chiyo's doing their best too, and not only that, paper bombs are flying everywhere. And another Katsuki member's there with a scythe helping out as well. There's more people this time there. But what goes down is, as Conan sees the giant snake and she pinpoints the hidden leaf village, she immediately dissipates. She leaves immediately, not to stay there, not out of fear, to let Pain know. What goes down, as they're going there, the hidden sand village is still trying to fight off. So when they see this giant snake, they're scared and they're about to attack, but Sasuke goes, Ayada, go! They all jump off, and they're all reading themselves. Naruto uses his tail, and he tells Sasuke and Hinata, grab this! They jump into the tail, and they jump straight into battle. Tamara uses her wind scythe fan to blow her closer. Itachi is quite impressed with these three. They all understand themselves. Hinata rockets to the ground, and as she does a massive attack, she destroys the third Kazekage puppet, hitting the ground, causing a massive earthquake, smashing all the sand away. As this goes down, Iota crashes into lots of the puppets, while Sasuke comes in, doing a massive lightning stream, destroying all of them. And as the lightning goes right through them, it's like a bluish kind of black lightning arcing right through it. And as all the puppets land, some Sasori is like, what the? But he's too late. Naruto already appears. Naruto's fist is already cocked back, and as he hits Sasori in the face, he completely destroys his head, blowing his head straight off his face, hitting the ground, and the puppet falls apart. And what happens is all the puppets that are in the air, they dissipate entirely. The fourth Kazekage sees that these three Jonings from the Hidden Leaf just finished helping out. Naruto still senses Gaara, and Itachi sees that Naruto is going to go after him, and he goes, hold on Naruto, there's a person there that has the Renegon, that can pull out the knight that tells out of you. Naruto goes, he can really try, and Naruto powers up, but unless he has the power of the Death God, then I don't think he can take this, he can separate me and the Nine Tails. And this buzzes out Itachi. And what I mean by Death God, the actual Shinigami, the Death God itself, not the King of Hell, we let souls out. No, there's a bigger difference. But despite the Renegon's power, this is going to be a forever thing that Kushina did to Naruto. And so what goes down is, after they pretty much saved the village, the fourth Kazekage collapsed due to exhaustion. So does Konkoro. Tamari rushes over to help them. And what goes down, Itachi tells his team immediately, you three, go help in search and rescue. Help everyone that's in injured areas. Go, now! Naruto makes thousands of shadow clones and runs around. He tells them that he has to help. He's a friend of he's a friend from Konoha. But bear in mind, thanks to Shisui's unique persuasions with his eyes, the hidden sand village is pretty much a tagline, pretty much another village to the Hidden Leaf. So they're one the same. So when they see them, they go around. They're grateful. Naruto helps them out massively. Go around the village, and Hinata also goes and heals everyone that's around as well. Sasuke makes sure that the perimeter is secure, everything like that, and Itachi makes sure that that they will gather like Kakuzu and all the puppets. As this goes down, Itachi sends the crow, again due to the crow, to the spy on the situation. He tells Sasuke and them not to worry about Gaara. I have a crow out there. He's out there and he spotted them right now. Him and Deidara is almost entering into an Akatsuki base where I believe I knew what was going to be. And sure enough, the base appears, the gigantic stone goes in front of it, and a 5 sealed tags goes around. Itachi sees this as Naruto and them are doing this, and he goes, I found them! Immediately, all three of them, Naruto's clone, because Naruto can hear through all his clones, he hears that and he goes, alright, Sasuke! Itachi found Gaara! Hinata! Itachi found Gaara! Bear in mind, Sasuke and Hinata are on other sides of the village, but because Naruto can speak through all the shadow clones, yeah. And at first Sasuke didn't hear until Kurama goes, hey, Sasuke! Sasuke goes, oh, Kurama. And he goes, they found him! And so he goes, oh, sorry, boom. Sasuke jumps down. And Naruto goes, why does he listen to you? And he goes, I made him just have that relationship. Naruto's like, we're the same. And so it goes down. As they're ready, Itachi goes, this time it's my turn. And they go, what? Itachi goes, I've not done this before with these eyes. But he goes, hold on. Itachi immediately activates his Susanoo, and his Susanoo appears in its massive, big orange vision, with one of his eyes half partially covered, and a big ass sword and shield. Sasuke goes, what the? And Itachi goes, haha, yeah! He loves it, and they rush off immediately. And it's not too long before they get there, and Itachi instantly lifts up sword up, and smashes right through the base. Bear in mind, Zetsu didn't see this until it was too late. as Itachi's sword smashes right through the Akatsuki's base, Sasuke and Naruto and Hinata jump straight down immediately. And as they get down there, bear in mind, as I said, Hidan was there, but he managed to escape and hide away, him and Kakuzu. Okay, I forgot to mention that. They managed to get back to the Akatsuki base hidden. But what goes down is Kakuzu and Hidan are there with Deidara. Alright? And Gaara's body is just, Chakra's been taken out right now. When they see Naruto, what happens is this pisses off Obito immediately. It pisses off Itachi. And what happens is Pain's like, Itachi, you traitor. Itachi lands and smiles. And what goes down is when Obito sees Itachi's eyes, sees Sasuke's eyes, and then sees the orange cloak of KCM2 erupt around Naruto, he knew it was over. He told Pain to desummon the Gedo statue now. We'll have to live to wait to fight another day. Everyone do your best! Immediately, Obito gave away that he is the boss, not Pain. And as they look, what happens is Pain responds and he agrees. He drops Gaara and immediately desummons the Gedo statue. And what happens is Kakuzu, Deidara, and Hidan are in a bad place. And as they stand there, Hinata instantly rushes. She's not gonna wait. Kakuzu instantly stretches his arm out to try and grab her, but Hinata instantly dodges, jumps up, uses her Byakugan, and starts to do the 64 palms. Now imagine if here, just put it into perspective, okay, guys. If Lady Tsunade was to do the 64 palm jutsu with her strength, do you believe anyone will survive that? I don't think so, and neither does Kakuzu, because he thought this little girl was nothing until he got hit by the first wave. The first wave destroyed his first heart, and then as she spins around and completely finishes, she destroys all the hearts but the one inside of Kakuzu before he can even summon it. And Kakuzu is completely on the ground in absolute pain, unable to move. Hinata grabs a ceiling tag, chucks it on his head, keeping it in place, and Hinata goes, that ceiling tag doubles for an explosive tag too. You try to get up and try to force it off you, it'll blow up and kill you immediately. Just gonna let you know. And Kakuzu is just like shocked and he stays still. And when Hidan and Deidara see that they're shocked, Sasuke appears. Deidara tries to fly away and he manages to get really high. And what happens is Sasuke goes, Naruto! Naruto goes, yeah, I got him. Boom, Naruto flies up after Deidara, ends up in front of Deidara. Deidara's like, they're not gonna get me. And Naruto goes, you're wrong. A Rasengan appears right in Naruto's hand, hits Deidara in the gut, shoots him straight at the ground, cracking the ground, breaking Deidara's back, completely locking him in place. When Hidan says this, he's like, and Sasuke goes, you know, I've never used this jutsu before, but I always wanted to see what it's like. You're immortal, right, Hidan? And Hidan looks at Sasuke, and then Sasuke goes, I hope you can survive this. Sasuke closes his eyes, and at first he was going to use Amaterasu, but another thought came into his head. Sasuke goes, let me use that jutsu. He opens his eyes, and boom! He does a real powerful genjutsu that throws Hidan in such a bad way, but it's not as powerful as he was hoping it to be. Until Itachi walks over and goes, just a little bit more, Sasuke. I see what you're trying to do, but remember, I've been using this jutsu for a very long time. Like how naturally the Amaterasu control underneath you is way more better than mine. My Tsukuyomi is a little more better than yours, Sasuke. So let me give it a go. Itachi looks right at what's it called? Hidan, and it's over. Sasuke goes, it was meant to be my cool fight. But as that goes down, Hidan's body swipes and almost attacks Itachi, but Sasuke Susanoo activates, grabbing the scythe and cracking it right in front of Sasuke and Itachi. Sasuke Susanoo grabs Hidan, he fully forms it, and he goes, what happened? Why didn't he get under the genjutsu? And as he crushes Hidan goes, the mark I've just seen is more powerful than your stupid. Boom! Sasuke punches his hand into the ground. Your what? My stupid what? I didn't hear you. All the dirt coming out of your mouth. All that trash. Now, and Sasuke lets go of him and punches Hidan one more time, just for good measure, and deactivates Susanoo. Gaara's in a bad way, and Hinata goes to heal Gaara. And Itachi's like, yeah, I don't know why Shisui told me to be here. And Sasuke goes, well, we wouldn't have found him. And he goes, well, yeah, you guys would have. It would have been a little bit longer, but you guys would have did it. And Sasuke goes, I think he just wanted someone to keep us stable. Itachi goes, stable? I did nothing but just coach you through your bloody genjutsu, Sasuke. Sasuke goes, they smile. He goes, this is bloody pointless. It feels like humiliation, I think. Did he actually do this on purpose? He's thinking. And as he's thinking this, he's like, damn that Shisui. He did this on purpose. He did. And what goes down is, after they secure Gaara and Gaara gets healed, he wakes up and Shikaku feels the presence. And what goes down as both Gaara and Shikaku open their eyes, Naruto's there and he goes, hey Gaara. Gaara's like, oh, hey Naruto, where am I? He goes, well, technically right now you're unconscious, but me and Kurama are connected with you. Hinata's healing your body as we speak, and I'm pumping chakra into you to help you. And Shikaku's like, hey Kurama, and he goes, hey Shikaku, and he goes, you're absolutely right, by the way. And Kurama goes, I know, I always know. He goes, tss. You don't always know? He goes, yeah, I always know. Like, I'm the most powerful out of all of us due to the fact that I have 9 tails, right? And Shikaku's like, you still haven't gotten over that? And Kurama goes, don't worry, I'm just pulling the rug out of you, Shikaku. Don't worry about it. We're one and the same anyway. So I see you made progress with your Jinchuriki. How far have you guys gotten? And he goes, well, I no longer have a cage now. And he goes, but I still see the cage around you. And he goes, well, it needs to be. Me and the kid will die if the cage is not released slowly. And he goes, I see. I see it now. Alright, I got you, Kurama, I got you. And he goes, but yeah, me and the kid can almost enter into perfect tail beast state. He's almost there. And he goes, that's good. That's really good. And he goes, it must be because of you, right? And he goes, yeah, it took me a while. And this is Nine Tails and Shikaku and the One Tails took to each other, you know? And what goes down is, after Gaara wakes up and they head back to the village, they kind of talk about it, and they kind of laugh how Gaara was actually meant to be appointed Kazekage just before the attack. And this blew Naruto's mind. He's like, what? And Gaara goes, yeah, my father was meant to give the Kazekage seat up last year, but he thought I needed to train more with my tailed beast to become a more perfect Jinchuriki. It only took me till last month to remove the seal properly off my body to allow the One Tails to have freely release all this chakra properly. And Naruto's like, whoa, wow, okay, I'm super speechless, but damn you for becoming a Kazekage already. And Gaara smiles and he goes, are you gonna stay for the ceremony? Well, I have to now. And so what goes down is, as Sasuke, and then we'll go back, Naruto is like really, like, he's so not happy that his best friend, well, his friend, Jinchuriki best friend, is becoming a Kazekage, and his big bro took the Hokage spot from him. So Naruto's in a pretty bad way in his mind. Now, what goes down is, the day passes, and of course, the Kazekage ceremony begins. The fourth Kazekage bows to Gaara and announces, here is your 5th Kazekage, Gaara of the Hidden Sand Village, the Jinchuriki of the One Tails. Everyone smiles like, yeah, Gaara! Gaara smiles and tells him, I'll do my best to make up for all the bad that I've done. Everyone sees us and goes, you're the best, Gaara! They're all happy. And Gaara smiles, and the fourth Kazekage could not be more proud of Gaara. He already found out early that Gaara's mother's chakra protects him. And so from that, Gaara and his father's relationship's in a really good manner. And before they leave, the fourth Kazekage goes to them. He goes, I'm really grateful. Despite our situations we had last time, I'm really grateful that you guys saw to let us live and not humiliate us in a manner. And Itachi goes, yeah, well, knowing the Hokage and his plans, you guys just fit in with plans perfectly, that's all. And he goes, well, thank you anyway. They shake each other's hand. Naruto and Gaara shake each other's hands. Everyone says goodbye to each other, and Naruto goes, are you guys all ready? And he goes, yeah, why? And Naruto goes, hey Gaara, here. Chucks a kunai at them and goes, what's that? That's a marker, so I can teleport back here if I need to. I'll put another one in the village's hidden, of course, but it's really just in case I need to be here, okay? Gaara's like, alright, that one's specially for you, so if you need me, just chuck it on the floor. I'll register immediately and send you a clone. Gaara's like, oh, okay. What goes down, everyone ready? Naruto uses his chakra to grab everyone with his arms. The Kazekage and them like looking. Naruto goes, well, see you later. They use the flying Raijin and appear back at the village where Naruto left the mark. And as they get there, they're like, wow. Itachi goes, well, that was eventful. And he remembers Shisui. And so he looks at him and runs at Shisui. Shisui smiles. He kind of calculated that Itachi, by the time they entered the village, Itachi was going to be fuming. Itachi burst through the door and he goes, that was a purpose, wasn't it? And Shisui can't contain his laughter. The third Hokage is kind of giggling too in the background. Bear in mind, the third Hokage is his advisor. And I'm going to explain what happened over the 3-year time period. Now, after the 3 years, when Itachi made contact with Shisui, they passed information, and Itachi and Shisui understood each other immediately before Obito took Itachi. And so what happened is, Shisui placed a powerful genjutsu to help Itachi get free, and he gets free, and he managed to come and help them in a critical point in his life anyway, before his sickness got to a bad state. He managed to get free, and he come back to the village about 2 years before Naruto returned, and from there he's been back in the part of the village the whole time. And so what goes down is, Itachi is on a... Yeah, he's pretty funny. But anyway, what goes down is everyone reacclimates to being back at home, being back at Konoha. The Akatsuki are really even pained. They don't know what they're going to do. They have everyone else but Gaara, Killer Bee, and Naruto. They have everyone else but these three. Then they can't seem to get them because the hidden leaf is right there now. Zetsu watches Naruto teleported away and realized that Naruto put his teleporting seal on the hidden sand, so it's going to be instant. It's going to be pointless attacking him because this kid will be there immediately. And so as they ponder, what goes down is, this is when Obito goes, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start another shinobi war. The hidden cloud and the hidden stone village versus the other three. And what happens is, Pain goes, why are you going to do that? Throw the world back into chaos in that degree. I thought the idea was to grab the tail beast. As he says this, Obito looks at him and tells him, no. We will keep that plan. That will be our secondary plan. But we'll use this plan that I have to distract all the villagers, to make them all think that they are safe. Make them all think that we are the enemy. And when we deceive them by making the villagers attack each other, we will swoop up behind them and take each and every tail beast. We will complete our plans, Nagato. Nagato smiles and goes, I see, master. I agree. We will go with that approach. Obito smiles and goes, what about our members? And he goes, oh, not to worry. I have an idea. I stole this from Konoha. And he shows them, and he shows the scroll ceilings. But there's a copy of it. And he goes, I made sure to take the copy, not the real one. The real one had a tag, and the tag was connected to the young Naruto's abilities. So if he was to try to find the seal, he could teleport straight to me. And he goes, all right. And he goes, time for us to use this jutsu. And as he opens the seal, he shows an impure world reanimation. And as Shisui smiles, when Obito smiles, this is when we'll leave this one up, guys. I hope you guys like this. Please like, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and yeah. Thank you guys for all joining. 100 likes, guys. When you get 100 likes, I'll bring out part 4 immediately as well. I hope you guys like this, and as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.